Good morning and welcome to the wonderful world of Des Moines. Now just sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
Announce it.
Hiya folks, this is Craigie Vera here, and today we're doing a taste test on nuts.
Yes.
Nuts!
Our friend Connor sent us some different nuts to try. I thought they're not all cashew. They are some pecan pie nuts, so let's try these first.
Okay.
We have 4 different ones.
Pecan pie nuts? What do you think about that idea, Craig?
Well, they taste like pecan pies.
Well, you know what pecans are?
What?
Nuts.
Pecan pie is my favorite kind of pie.
Oh.
Mmm.
Mmm.
They're good.
Mmm. Mmm. Mmm.
I like it. These could be highly addicting. These might also be good on a salad.
Mmm.
Yeah, those are really good. Next, we have some rosemary and sea salt cashews.
Isn't there a salad that you put pecans on?
Mm-hmm. Well, I had a blue cheese pecan salad at Outback Steakhouse.
Yeah, I was gonna say,
Craig actually liked it.
I bet that's where I remember hearing it just recently.
Mm-hmm.
But you were talking about that.
So let's try these rosemary and sea salt cashews.
Dog's on my lap. He's trying to grab the nuts right out of my hand.
Mmm.
You know what this flavor reminds me of, Craig?
What?
Those stuffing biscuits that we made.
Mmm. It tastes like stuffing.
Was there rosemary and stuffing? No.
There isn't the biscuits that we made anyway. It's a nice savory flavor. That's a winner too.
That's probably the best flavored of the like cashews, peanuts, whatever, almonds that I've tried. I really like that.
And this one is cinnamon and brown sugar cashews. So
And
we
I'm
did
probably
another
gonna like that more. No, I'm talking like, honey roasted.
Right.
Any of the peanut varieties and everything. Man, those were.
Yeah, they're really
I really
good.
like that rosemary taste.
I do too, and you know what? I was always afraid of putting it in things because I don't like an overwhelming herb taste, but that's really good. Okay, let's try these cinnamon brown sugar.
I like the other one better.
Yeah, the
flavor.
pecans.
It's good though.
I don't really get brown sugar. I just get sweet. I just get sugary. I do get a little of the cinnamon though. So you get almost
cinnamon.
like it's almost like they crushed up cinnamon toast crunch and into a powder and put it
Oh
on
yeah,
the
that
nuts.
does taste like cinnamon toast
Yeah,
crunch.
so it really tastes like.
Craig, look this way.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, and our last one is sweet brown butter cashews. That sounds delicious, doesn't it, Craig?
Yeah, sounds delicious.
Bernie's like, don't you want a dog's perspective? Yum 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 yum. What is this?
This is sweet brown butter cashews.
Sweet brown butter? Well, that's way better than the brown sugar ones for sure.
Oh, there's no cinnamon.
That's the part I liked about the other ones.
Mmm.
Yeah,
Tastes good.
It's a creamier sweetness. The butter, duh. But
Good.
and isn't butter one of those that if you cook it long enough in the skillet, doesn't it turn sweet?
Well, it gets a nutty flavor.
Is that what it is?
Remember when we made the brown butter carrots for HelloFresh?
Yeah. Man,
It really brings out a good flavor. They're all great. Now here's the real question. Which one's your favorite, Craig?
The black one, the burr one.
The last one we tried, the sweet brown butter.
Craig is a lot, he's that way a lot. The last thing he had in his mouth, that's the best. Unless he just had a disdain for something.
I love sweet
It's a
brown butter cashews.
It's hard to choose. I guess if I was going to pick something that I would sit down and have some of, it'd probably be this one. Because I just really like that flavor. But
that would go excellent.
I love nuts. You know, nuts are good for me.
The rest of them, I mean, definitely I would eat. It might be just a nice sweet at the end of your meal too. But also, Craig, also they'd be good on a salad. The sweet ones would really be good on a salad with some blue cheese. So, Craig, what do you have to say today?
Good night, everybody.
Do you know any Disney news today?
The monorail.
Well, that was yesterday. I did see that the Jungle Cruise. I saw an article saying it had to be towed in. I don't remember what happened, but the Jungle Cruise is switching to the Jingle Cruise very soon.
Yeah, Jingle Cruise.
We'll miss it.
Yeah. So we're not going to Magic Kingdom this time. But what will we see when we're at Hollywood Studios?
Fantasmic.
And I did hear it has something special for Christmas.
Oh, has Santa show up on it? Probably.
I don't know. I just heard someone say that today.
Santa! The Osmond special.
Well, the Osborne family lights, I think they're gone for good. That was like a contract thing. Yeah. But it'd be great if they brought them back. I think everybody hopes they'll come back someday.
Yeah.
We got to see those once, and it was pretty awesome.
And I actually have video of that. I found it in an old camcorder I had. Had the SD card in there, and it's got the footage that I took of that. We'll have to toss that up as Christmas gets in a little closer.
Put it at the end of a video or something.
That was quite the show. Craig loved that because he was at that time he was really into lights, and he just was going crazy on that.
Yeah, crazy.
What was your favorite thing we did today?
Went to the library. We had tasty tacos at Target.
I didn't have you do a food review about tasty tacos.
Whoa, yeah.
What do you have to say about tasty tacos?
Wait. What did you have first?
No, cheese dip and chips.
Yeah, because Craig had already actually had lunch, so.
Oh, that's right.
He just had a snack. I'm the only one that hadn't had lunch yet.
So well, how was your appetizer? How do you rank your appetizer?
2 thumbs up.
Service was fast. The food was good and hot. It was a nice change. I haven't been there in a while.
They run a tight ship there. It's nice to see in fast food. You know, well, and Mexican food's hard to really be fast, but boy, they do it pretty darn well.
I feel like all the Mexican restaurants are fast, pretty much.
Yeah.
Miserable.
All right. I want to say a special thank you to Connor for providing our taste test tonight.
Thank you, Connor, for the greatest nuts.
They were pretty. Well, I said that one. That rosemary, that's probably the best. That's the most flavorful of a flavor that I would like.
And these are all things that I've never had before, so that's great.
I would never have thought about buying those. I'm glad he sent those.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't have either. But
probably going to be hooked on those.
Can I go now?
Well, same way with the dill pickle ones the last time. I liked those so much.
Those might show up in the next bourbon video. I'm just saying.
Are you ready to go, Craig?
Yep.
What are you going to do now?
Play my computer.
Now it's time to so long.
What have you been watching today?
DuckTales.
Ah, it's a DuckTales kind of day.
Yep.
Who died today?
Alan Young.
Who's Alan Young?
The voice of Scrooge McDuck. Can I go now?
Oh. Did you know Matthew Perry died?
No.
Do you know anything about Matthew Perry?
Who's he?
Oh, he was on Friends. I didn't know if he did any voiceovers or not ever.
He did.
Can I please go?
Okay, you can go. We had the girls last night and today, so that definitely kept us busy.
I'm wore out.
This afternoon, I took Craig and Livy, and we went to the library, as you'll see in the video, and went to eat a little bit, and that's always a fun thing to do. Found some amazing clearance at Target. I didn't show much after we got in Target because I got so entranced in the good deals. in the Halloween clearance aisle. Like costumes for $2 and $2.50. We got some Harry Potter robes, and I got a little shark costume for the baby.
What baby?
The baby, in case you didn't see our short. I think I said this yesterday, but we're going to have a grandbaby around May. And hopefully we'll get to know if it's going to be a boy or a girl in the next month.
Yeah. Don't know if I got to keep my girl grandpa shirt or not.
Yeah. Someone actually asked that.
What?
If it was going to be a girl, or if you're going to have to get a different T-shirt.
Yeah, I don't know what I'll do. I can't show favoritism if it's a boy to the girls. So
The books.
it'll be a good
The
shirt
books
for.
I brought them in. Okay.
It'll be a good shirt for around the house and everything. I got one that says my favorite Disney princess calls me grandpa. It doesn't say princesses. So they got to fight over which one's my favorite.
Yeah.
And they're not either one. They're the same.
I had some food for thought. I don't know, this keeps running through my mind. I saw it on an article that autism is the fastest growing learning disability, yet the most underfunded. And I wonder how factual that is, because sometimes you read facts, and I was thinking of what kind of funding are they talking about? Are they talking about school funding, government funding, and what would the funding be used for?
I bet it probably is the most underfunded research, because I don't.
Because it's not like
I don't know if I've heard much government research.
It's not like they can research for a cure,
Yeah,
they do.
they've got long-term, research going on that when an autistic person passes away, that they would love for you to donate their brain, so they can go in and study the brain against other ones and everything, trying to figure out, can they find a link that way. But a lot of them, they want you to do a brain scan early on in the child's life, and then later on to see if were neuron paths affected. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. So if autism were to receive more funding, what would you like to see the funding go to? I guess I would think the funding would go to more resources to help them to succeed in life, I guess. More to figure out better ways to teach them things on all levels, because there's so many different levels of autism. But I think they've come a long, long way in the past
even
30 years.
Even though Craig is not, I would, my high on my wish list would be some kind of funding to help parents of nonverbal autistic children. Because Craig, from an early age, has been able to communicate with us his wants and his needs. With that comes a lot of fits and stuff like that. That he knows how to talk. That means he knows how to get upset about stuff. But yeah, it's.
But he can usually tell us what he's upset about.
He can. You can usually get him to talk
Except for, it's hard to know if things are overwhelming him that we don't realize.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, is there something that they could, put one of those, almost like the kids that can't hear, what they call
the cochlear implant, or whatever, however it's pronounced.
Is there something that you could do that would help with autistic kids, adults even, with
speech?
Not speech necessarily, but being overwhelmed at a situation.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what it'd be. I'm just thinking out loud right now, actually. That could help them with that, help them cope.
Right.
In public. Because I think that's probably that's one of the biggest things, is getting our kids, autistic kids, to cope in public.
Oh yeah. That's definitely been our biggest hurdle.
If they're high level, low level, medium level, in public is the hardest thing.
And not just for us, but obviously things are very distressing to them, and it's got to be very hard for them.
That's what I mean.
Dealing with that all. Yeah. Something to help them.
It's not an issue to us if it's not an issue to them.
Exactly.
So that's why I'm saying, is it something, You know, I don't want something that's just gonna, you know,
No, I don't.
gonna zap them and they calm
Right,
them down. I want help for the situation for them.
Some kind of a filter, like to help them filter, because I think, you know, that's the biggest thing. They can't filter out the sounds and stuff like we can, or whatever is upsetting to them. But I thought that interesting when I read it, because at first I'm like, oh, most are underfunded. And then I thought, well, what would the funding be for, though? Because we're not looking for a cure, as far as I know. We're just looking to be able to help them grow and learn and communicate. So if you have any input, I'd love to hear that. Not much else new around here. I'm getting ready for Livy's birthday party this weekend. I watched a couple of old movies last night. Sleepless in Seattle and You've Got Mail, and I loved it. Those are such feel-good movies I hadn't watched in a long time. I don't know. Joe was busy with his 3D printer. He didn't care.
Yeah, I got my 3D printer fired back up, so I'm happy.
And what are you making?
Right now, I'm making some hooks for my Rubbermaid shed. You know, it's hard to find stuff like that and everything. And somebody already had the plans where in the grooves, if you've got one, you can push hooks down in. Well, I'm printing mine on the hooks, so I can put as many of those in there if I want. So you don't have to think you got to hang a bunch of stuff on one hook, because I'm not doing it with like ABS or something like that. I'm just using standard PLA to try them out, and then if they are good, you know, I've been shooting around getting some ABS. You got to run it a lot hotter, but it's super strong stuff and everything. That's what a lot of people need. They'll build like car parts that are non-heat oriented. They'll make them out of ABS. So I'd like to this winter get into printing some stuff out of ABS and maybe even get some carbon fiber. Start making some cool stuff out of that. And you know, I talk about my printer, but I don't actually know how to fabricate. So I've starting small. I downloaded Tinkercad and I'm going through that. I've mocked up a couple things and everything, and that's fun. And so then I'll jump off onto another software. I even thought about maybe taking a couple of classes at Grandview. It's just not very far from here on 3D printing. So fun stuff. I mean, I bought the stupid thing. I better use it, right?
Oh yeah, I feel like you go through spurts, like,
and
like,
yeah.
You'll become inspired and you'll start making stuff.
Yeah, I'll run that thing 24 hours a day for like 6-7 days.
Sometime I'll have to show some of the stuff that you've made.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I made a bunch of stuff. It's a lot of fun. Dusty was looking at like the little, the bowls and everything that I made. It's just amazing how intricate you can print stuff. Mm-hmm. Made some stuff for him yesterday for some exterior lights. Go V is the lights. They're LED lights you can control on the outside of your house for ambiance and everything like that. Then it's like having any light. You can make it pink for Valentine's Day. You can, it does Christmas lights, 4th of July, red, white, and blues, all sorts of stuff. But they just have like stickers that you put on there, and it's probably not going to stick, but I found real nice light covers that you put over them, and you can screw them up in. It's got the cable run through on them. He was giddy. He's like, man, these are, because you can paint them any color then, so glad to help.
Okay, we're getting a little long here, so I think we'll wrap it up.
Bourbon 3D printers and birds, don't start.
The name keeps getting longer and longer. With that, we will say goodbye, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Peace.
Bye. Right. We're at the library. Craig's upset with me because I missed my turn. Hopefully he will calm down when we get in here. Oh wait, Livy, we got to put our stuff on the shelf. We have to put some stuff on the shelf here. Do you want to help? Good job, Craig. Gonna return the books. Good job, buddy. Oh. All right, what are you gonna do?
I go to wait for a friend.
Oh, okay. Looks like Craig's gonna sit down in the chair for a while. So far, so good.
Look, someone's toy yard.
You're gonna make a yard? Okay, you built a really good house so far. Craig's looking at the books. Find a Peppa Pig book? Well, the girls would like it if you read that to them. It's okay, Craig. It's like you built a mansion.
Yeah, I did. Did my best.
You did your best. Okay, can you explain it for Mommy?
No, I make it at Annie's house and I make it a yard for Annie. And I make it my house and I make it a big yard for me. But I make it a little yard for Annie.
That's pretty cool, Livy. Good job. Going to stop for some lunch at Tasty Taco. I haven't ate here for a while. It's actually one of my favorite places to eat. That was very good.
I made it look fun. Mama, can you open this wall?
Okay. I'll show you our food. Here's chicken strips and fries. I got the original flour taco, which I love. What I love about their taco meat is they put beans in it. And we got some flour nachos and cheese. And these are so good. I love Tasty Taco. There's a reason why it's so popular. And Libby's having some apple juice so far. Another trip to Target. Hold on, Livy. What'd you find, Craig?
Oh. That's Santa Claus is coming to town.
We'll go there in a minute.
Santa Claus, Nestor, the long-eared Christmas donkey,
Look at this.
Rudolph and Frosty's
The
Christmas in
best of
July,
holiday Christmas
Jack
movies.
Frost, and the life and adventures of Santa Claus.
Do you want to get that magazine?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. I think I'm going to look at that one too. Hold on, Craig. Craig, watch out. I don't think it's on, Livy.
Let's just try different one.
Okay.
Because the other one is Hollywood.
Okay. We're here once again to check out the Halloween clearance because Stephanie wanted us to look for something for her. They're putting up Christmas decorations in the store. Craig's found some Christmas movies. There's some of my favorites. I like several of our favorites, right, Craig?
Except the can that had bad reviews on it.
Yeah.
Myers.
You like the Jim Carrey Grinch?
Yeah. I only made a success in the box office, and the reviews were mixed. But they like to praise it. The bright side did Grinchmas.
Big kid. What's her name?
I don't know.
So then he petted her dog, but then she gave her water. Then she gave it the dog water, but those were benign. And there were bugs. And that good.
The sign!
Looking at the books just like Uncle Craig. Here's my Target clearance haul. The baby outfits were all $1 to $1.50. The costumes were mostly $2.50. Those masks, I think, were $1.50. And these costumes, I think, were $1.50.
The Society of Distinguished Lemmings by Julia Cullen-Bett. This is the Society of Distinguished Lemmings. Deep in their underground burrow, the lemmings follow a strict set of rules and are always very busy with social events. They perform long and serious plays. To be or not to be, that is the question. Whose go is that? That has to be a wig. They play the piano exceedingly well. What a ferocious performance! Are these the right way round? Not chopsticks again. And every meal in the spectacle of fine dining. Nigel, that's your third glass. Brr. My compliments to the chef. These leaves are the best I've ever eaten. In fact, there are a few areas in which the lemmings are not distinguished. I got it. Good shot, Margaret. They never picked me for doubles. That said, the Society of Distinguished Lemmings is not to everyone's taste. And 1, 2, 3, 4. This is Bertie. He has had enough. There is too much noise in there. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Triangle solo. No, not the cymbal, Cyril. So Bertie has decided to go outside. Outside, he finds there is a bear. Bertie has never met a bear before. He's heard they can be very fierce and scary, not to mention awfully dim. And the bear has never met a lemming before. He's heard they can be talkative and annoying, not to mention terrible show-offs. None of them move the muscle. Then the bear leans down and gives Bertie a long, wet lick. The bear is clearly in the mood to make friends. Bertie shows the bear all his favorite things to do, but the bear isn't interested in painting. He isn't interested in chess either. In fact, the bear isn't interested in anything Bertie suggests. Apparently, the bear would rather roll in the flowers, or climb a tree, or jump in muddy puddles. And much to his surprise, Bertie finds he's rather to do those things too. It's not how things are done in the Society of Distinguished Lemmings. In fact, it breaks several rules. But it's nice to have a friend who's a little bit different. Bertie and the bear are doing nothing in particular when there is a sun rumbling in under the ground. One out of the burrows burst a stream of chattering lemmings. I think this bear is the best. I say, is that a bear? I heard some bad things about bears. Dear me, it's enormous. What a scandal. Apparently bears are fierce and very dim. Good day, sir. How do you do? Don't talk to it, Cyril. It's not safe. This is most irregular. Bears are not like lemmings at all. Nobody makes any sudden movements. I think things are about to get grisly. They decide that once that the bear is not all distinguished. Oh dear, doesn't it talk? Just look at all those leaves in its fur. What a mess. Does it do anything? Send for help. Panic. I want him to join the society. But a bear can't join the society. What about the society rules? I suppose we could try to teach him. Mind your step, Cyril. This is unbearable. Here we go. If the bear is ever going to join the society, he will have a lot to learn. First of all, he must learn to talk. Me, lemming, you, bear. You can do it. No rowing, please. Proper posture is also very important. Whoa! This bear has 4 left feet. You're doing great. He squashed my hand. This doesn't seem very safe if you ask me. And table manners are a must if he is ever going to dine in fine society. Where's Cyril? He's saying Cyril. No, he hasn't. I'm here. And this one here is a salad fork. Don't forget to chew. But the bear can't do anything right. Oh dear, it's so loud. This is never going to work. But before long, the lemmings decide enough is enough. The bear will never be distinguished, and besides, the lemmings have better things to do with their time. I'm afraid this bear doesn't follow any of the society rules. We must preserve our ancient society. Anyone for tea? I need a break. Do wake up, Nigel. I knew this would happen. Well, the rules are there for a reason. That bear really is a hopeless case. It never occurs to them that the bear could be upset. But he is, because even though he is big and wild and not at all like a lemming, he didn't want to disappoint Bertie. You aren't distinguished. You're just in a different way. But the lemmings have already moved on to other things, with a lot of talk, but very little thought. They decide to go on vacation immediately. With the weather being so fine, and we may as well leave at once. I've only packed a few essentials, how it is all so heavy. Where are we going? An island paradise. I'm ready to hit the beach. This is the perfect hat. Do you think it will be far to swim? I've never been swimming before. What fun! Sunscreen explosion! I hope I haven't forgotten anything. That's everything. It's quite a long journey. Bertie and the bear haven't been invited, but they don't particularly mind on their own. They can do whatever they want. They walk to the top of the hill, and then Bertie pulls out his book and starts to read aloud. In the beginning, there was a lemming. That's when they make a terrible discovery. Sometimes lemmings will decide to go on a very long journey, called a migration. If lemmings encounter water and try to swim too far, they will quickly grow tired and may even drown. I have a bad feeling about this. Bertie and the bear start to worry. The lemmings could be all sorts of trouble without them. They raced across fields and bound over bushes and waded through trees. But when they reach the shore, the lemmings have already left. Oh no! By now, the lemmings have gone too far out into the ocean. At first, they enjoyed their swim. I say, it looks so distinguished. I never even had lessons, can you tell? Can you? This is the life. The salt water is good for the body and for the mind. Then they start to grow tired. Are we nearly there yet? My paws are so pruny. Don't splash me, Percy. It gets me in my eyes. And before long, they are exhausted. Abandon ship! There is no ship. We're doomed. The water is deep. The lemmings are tired. And it is a very long way back to shore. Wait, what's that? Slowly, a strange shape appears over the horizon. It grows bigger and bigger and begins to look oddly familiar. Is it a boat? Is it a bush? It's a bear! I think I know that bear. It's a rescue mission, and it's arrived just as in the nick of time. The lemmings clamber aboard the bear, and they're brushed with danger and quickly forgotten. Why does he always have leaves instead of fur? Look at the leaves, they float. Leave one for me. I've always wanted a boat. I say, this is most distinguished. There goes Nigel again. We're saved! Hooray! Back on the shore, Bertie called the society together for a hasty meeting. Everyone agrees that the bear must join the Society of Lemmings at once. I think sailing may even be better than badminton. We reach our destination. I own this. Leave my life. I'm alive. Haha, your hair is ridiculous. You saved us. We are forever in your debt. My sandwiches are ruined. So with much ceremony and many long speeches, the lemmings formally welcomed the bear to join them. 3 cheers for the bear! Hip hip hooray! Your heroic actions show you are very distinguished. This is a society of distinguished lemmings and bears. Their rules are a little bit different. But the Lemmings are still distinguished in all the ways that matters most. Bear showed us a new game called mud rowing. So what are the rules? There are no rules. I never been to a picnic before. It's so distinguished, just in a different way. Al fresco dining is delightful. I think it's time for a new set of rules, don't you? And now they know that anyone can be distinguished in any way they choose. Look at me, climbing. Be careful, Cyril. A toast to being distinguished, but differently. The end. And this is Craigie Weber saying, if you like this video, click like and subscribe, and keep on having a great day.